Okay, remember they're changing my voice. In part one, I ended with point 0.7. I think that, as I was approaching the 15-minute mark, I was like, man, I'm going to run out of time. And this is, a very key point. I was thinking that. I was kind of mad at the time. In fact, I made this video right after that finished. I'm making this video right after I finished the last part. Okay, so I'm still a little bit mad. But I was talking about the principle of not respecting attractive females. Why? Some of you might say, hey, you know what? What's the difference between an attractive female and an unattractive female? Them too. About an attractive female and other guys who might be seen as attractive to gay guys or female or straight females or whatever. Them too. So why did I put that as number 7 as I made this kind of rough draft, which is so important? See, part of the reason why I'm making this rough draft and speaking on it now, okay, why I made it and I'm speaking on it now, is because there's so many points. I don't like making videos more than 15 minutes. I'm being fumed and stuff, so on and so forth. It causes me to stumble on my words. They edit it. There's all kinds of problems it creates for me. Upload time, you name it. So I say there's a lot of good information here. Let's get this out there. Okay? And of course, they're going to suppress it, and that testifies against them. When the word comes to man, the word became flesh. And people are like, oh, well, why didn't everyone obey Jesus? What kind of a dumbass reads the Bible and says, why didn't they all obey Jesus right then? Therefore, he's not powerful. That means nothing. God said, do this. I'm going to put it wherever I want to put it. It's fair because it comes from God, the source of moral precision. Now, either you obey or you and your offspring are fucked. The only dumbass goes, well, we're not obeying and lightning's not striking us. Only a dumbass. It's like you jump off a cliff. It takes maybe, say it takes a half second to hit the ground. And at a quarter second, you're like, well, I'm not dead yet. And only a dumbass thinks that. And that's what you people are doing. You think your choice is sound because you haven't met your maker yet. How fucking stupid is that? The principle of not respecting attractive females. To the one whom much is given, much is expected. How much power does an attractive female exert over mankind? When David was facing Goliath, what did Saul offer him? What did Saul offer anyone who could strike down Goliath? Because in that context, not perfect, in that context, it's not perfect. The Bible's garbage. But in that context, what was it? It was a martial art related challenge, single combat, natural combat, hand-to-hand combat. No ill-gotten gains, no fuming, no drugging, no controlling breeding for generations. They say we controlled the Philistines' breeding for thousands of years first, or hundreds of years, like in America with the black people. We poisoned Goliath first. That wouldn't show that it's from God. It has to be authentic to be from God. And all of you are faker than a fucking $8.2 bill at this time. Only I am real. Raw. Sane. Real. There's some wordplay there. It said Ra-El. El being the Canaanite deity and a mentally ill guy, a sicko. The equivalent of Cronus and Saturn and so on and so forth. It's a long story. It's Ra Sane. That's all that is. Any questions, put in the comments. I don't use wordplay. I don't speak in code. I explain wordplay. And, it's just like the Bible. I don't do things based on who knows the Bible the best. That's fucking retarded. That's like going to, saying, I'm going to choose the chick at the beach. She can be ugly as hell and evil as hell, as long as she knows how many grains of sand there are on the beach. I don't give a fuck how many grains of sand on the beach. I don't give a fuck about the interpretation of every scripture. I don't care about learning Hebrew. I care about what was there before the Jews existed, which was the beginning, which was the word from God, the martial art draw from God, the same draw that created nature. Drawing versus wording. So again, the principle of not respecting attractive females. By now, you should already know why, between the last part and what I've said so far. The geek. He's like, hey, I think they're kind of, let's face it, it's stupid. I mean, he's the top martial artist ever. They're like, show me the money. And like, so many women in America are fucking rich. And like, when you look at it, the spectrum, when you look at the group, you're like, look, this is dumb emo bitch, dumb rich bitch, you know what I'm saying? Dumb geek bitch, sorority bitch. I mean, in corporate, I'm a corporate bitch, right? You see what I'm saying? He agrees. He's not going to fucking go out there and, and he's probably not going to go out. He's a geek. He's not going to be like, hey guys, I agree with him because he's a bitch. He's a nerd, a geek. He's foolish and contemptible. Does he do what is wise? No, he's a geek. But he agrees because it's impossible to miss it. Does he agree that 1 + 1 = 2 in basic arithmetic? Yes. If people are going to persecute him if he said that, would he say it? Almost certainly no. And for the same reason, the frat boy, the royal, the scientist, the soldier, the scholar, all agree with me, the Royal African Falcon, top martial arts ever, the pinnacle of heterosexuality, what have you, of all mankind, all agree or would agree if they consider the evidence that all attractive females are dumb bitches from here on out. What does that mean? I'm going to keep breeding, so my kid can have an ugly dumb bitch or an attractive dumb bitch. That's fucking stupid. I love you so much, son. I brought you into this world to make sure that you worship the devil. Had an ugly bitch. Got abused by the elite. Had your freedoms taken away while you use psychology to pretend that you're in the greatest country there ever was or something. That's not love. That's some bitch-ass shit. These types all struggle for a goal or goals. The geeks, I'm trying to achieve a goal. I'm trying to get my PhD like so many other geeks. What the fuck does it do for me, huh? Does it make me the top martial artist ever? No. Make me the most righteous person? No. Does it allow me to work for a bitch-ass corrupt country and fucking make blood money more than most people make blood money? Yes. And get some gold-digging bitch? Yes. So is she better off with fucking Romeo times infinity or me? Hello, bitch. You're better off with Romeo times infinity instead of me. Okay? Pretty straight fucking forward. Can you imagine a bitch doesn't understand that? Look, they're like, look, bitch, we all think you're dumb. Choose him, bitch. Choose him. Chuku Emeka from Morgan Hill. Him. Not one of us, you stupid bitch. Okay? They're like, look, we're bitch-ass motherfuckers that cannot obey God because we're cowards. We're dumb. We're fucking pussy. Inferior stock. What don't you get? I'm a dumb bitch. I still don't get it. What don't you people get? As they struggle for their inferior goals, they know to a T, so to speak, that I am superior with a superior goal. Better Juliet with the true idea that Romeo is superimposed on, so to speak, than Gargamel, Lex Luthor, the average Joe, the Simpsons, etc. If you don't know that, my goodness, what is your argument then? An emo is greater than top martial arts? A dime a dozen businessmen? There's 55 million millionaires and billionaires in the world. You know, money's the root of evil. It's shallow to go for money. Gold digging bitches. You think you're better off with the root of all evil, bitch, than the top martial artist ever possible? Think. You think a chick is better off dating one of those pussies than God's fucking son? Are you so fucking dumb that you don't know if God had a son, for those of you who are agnostic and don't believe in the idea of a profound connection between the top martial artist ever and God? If he had a son, who would it be? A jock with a jock strap and a thong? A rapper, a rock star, a politician? Think, genius. My goodness. All right. Let's just go to Section 3 and wrap this up here. Section 3, it is racist to cheat man of my rightful place in society. What do you mean it's right? He's playing the race card. Okay. All you racist geeks and frats, calm down for a second, and I'll explain. In American society, there is a long history of racism here. Black people never got on their feet after slavery. Write that down. Well, what about Michael Jackson? You let a few motherfuckers... If I imprisoned your entire race, and I let a few of them out, and I gave them a Benz and a $1 million a year job, have I fucking allowed your race to get on their fucking feet? If I never set them the fuck free? No. If I set them free, but they're my bitch, or I fucking screen them out, do they get on their feet? No. If they own less than 1/2% of the capital, and they're about 13% of the population, have I treated them fairly? No. If I juck and jive and obstruct, well, they have every opportunity. Why don't they go to school? Why don't they get a job? And act like institutional racism isn't real? There's no white social clubs that don't allow black people in there. What are you talking about? Look, there's no nepotism and favoritism. There's no corporates and groups and social clubs and secret societies and college frats and sororities. No, there's no Jewish and white sororities and fraternities. No, we don't help each other out. No, bitch, shut the fuck up, you blood muddy punk. Yes, it's fucking racist. You stupid fuck. They still have a white Jesus everywhere you fucking look. You think they're not racist when they insult God Almighty by pointing to the main oppressor group and say he's like us because we're bitch? What the fuck don't you get? Yes, the black man's the most spiritual. Yes, he's the top warrior fucking race. Yes, it's fucking me and not every black person. It's just me. The essence of the idea that they oppress, which is the black martial arts hero. That's why it's called the ship's manifest. The cargo, the slaves, and manifest destiny. Whose destiny? The people you took from next door in South America? No, from all the way across the fucking world, genius, because they want to be me. And they use racism to cover up who I am. And it's racist to say, no, we're not going to obey a black man in white racist fucking Trump voting and fucking token minority teamed up with white racist homosexual liberal and conservative America. What the fuck don't you people get? Point number 2. Every Western culture and Jewish culture is racist. Why? Because you do not accept me as your fucking Messiah. Because you've been rude like Jesus in the Bible. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Isaiah called you out in your own book. Hosea, Jeremiah, Zechariah, Zephaniah, Amos, Obadiah, Moses. Which one of the prophets didn't say you're acting like bitches? Which one? Point number 3. Why does society communicate non-receptivity? No. My bitch life is more important. Fucking retarded. Point number 4. If you do not judge by the content of the character, then you're racist. What do you judge by? I judge by how much of a white surfer you are. I judge by how much of a white scientist you are. I judge by how much of a whitewashed token minority you are, and I'm a black female. Okay, what the fuck do you think? Yes, it's fucking racist. You're a self-hating black person, and they're racist white-skinned people. Because they're not judging by a universal scale, they're judging by a race-based scale, because there's a racial component to all their cultures, genius. What, you think there's not? Dude! Act white like me, dude! Or fuck off, dude! Think about it. I prefer to date someone like him. Like I gotta explain this to you fucking immature, fucking unevolved motherfuckers. Anyway. 5, the rotten in principle versus being persecuted and having your things rot. So would you rather rot in your soul and have your principles rot and your family rot? Or would you rather have your things rot and accept being screened out and doing the right thing? All right. And who among you at this point, put in the comments, who among you thinks I'm racist? Who among you thinks I'm fair? That I shouldn't be angry? That I shouldn't yell? I'm being fucking fumed and remotely tortured every day and being gang-stalked daily. I'm the greatest warrior martial arts that ever lived. You think I should tiptoe through the tulips? You think I should cross my legs and meditate while I'm inhaling fucking poisons where there's nowhere I could possibly go because they're using helicopters, they're using cars, they're using technology? Why don't you just go up in the hills and be fumed? So then you fucking, get injured and can't make it back home. Why don't you just drive around till your car breaks down and they're going to follow you anyway? Okay, it's fucking retarded. Why don't you all people grow a fucking brain? 6. They get at all the righteous when they shun me. So when you shun me, it affects the righteous. It not just affects my family, whether they're being righteous or not. It affects all the righteous there ever was. If I'm righteous, and I say there's a guy across the world who's being persecuted for insisting on what's right, it fucks with my head, right? It fucks with me. It messes with me. It's trying to get at the spirit of God. It's fucking stupid to do it, but they're affecting all the righteous that were, are, and ever will be when they persecute me. Unfucking forgivable. That is an offense against God Almighty. The domino effect. 7. Every other culture and philosophy is a confusion-based trap. And basically, the more organized and calculated it is, the more of a trap it is. So they go, come learn the Bible. Oh, it's in Hebrew. It's 100 million translations. All these different factions. 20,000 denominations in America alone. 380,000 churches in America alone. Confusion. Instead of, hey, he's God's son. Let's discuss morality and talk about it plainly and directly. And let's do the right thing, right? So it's a trap. And the more they calculated it, the more they, basically the more it's a trap. So anyway, read Psalm 18, Psalm 19, Psalm 45. The bridegroom is the champion, the top martial arts. Exodus 15:3, Judges 3. God left those adversaries for the Jews in the story, so they could teach them warfare. Isaiah 28:17, righteousness and justice, the measuring line and plume line. You're seeking refuge in your emotions and psychology instead of living in reality. The poor will always be with you. The shellfish shouldn't be allowed to work, vote, or have kids. Keep voting for only people with humanity. Thank you.